history here, yes, we do have the Come and Take It cannon. But in addition to the cannon, when I was on the Gonzales Main Street board and I had a little extra time to, especially when we're set up during the summer, you would, if you're not downtown, much, you may not see it. But we do have a lot of visitors in this community. You may not read the registration book, but I always kind of find it interesting at the library. I'm sorry, not at the library, at the Chamber of Commerce office where the people sign in over there at the Old Jail Museum, or they'll sign in at the Memorial Museum, or where there's a sign-in sheet, people will write in, and we'll have people from all over the Lone Star State, all over the U.S., and all over the world. And friends, they're visiting our local area to see the Come and Take It cannon, but, they're headed to Goliad to check out La Bahia and the missions there and the Fannin Battleground. Or maybe they're camping at Palmetto State Park. Boy, that's a jewel to have in the county. I mean, what a neat place. And so while I was working with Main Street downtown and kind of building things, you talk to folks that kind of just walking around looking at buildings and taking pictures and reading history markers and just learning more about the community. And you get to visiting with these folks. And there are certain things that people look for that you and I may drive by every day and not really give a second thought to, only because we've been around it for so long. But when you come in and look at the city with fresh eyes, you realize that we do have a lot to offer. One of the things, and I don't know why this sticks in my head, but someone was coming back doing some genealogy stuff and says, "Hey, I think you guys have a Jewish cemetery here, don't you?" And I went, because I haven't taught myself, really where everything is. Like folks looking into genealogy, a lot of people are doing that, finding your roots, where you come from, and you can find that information at the library, one of the places there. There's just a lot to offer around here. We have one of the state-of-the-art. Independence Park's a beautiful, beautiful park. Yes, it's warm today, but wouldn't it be nice to get down to the Brickyard area and just have a picnic? Enjoy some of the shade trees down there. Watch the water fall over the dam over there. It's pretty. A state-of-the-art rodeo facility out at J.B. Wells Park. There they have a lot of events that take place, and you can find a lot of those events on the City of Gonzales website, gonzales.texas.gov. I know they'll have the Three Amigos cutting, which is going on, or continues today and tomorrow. The Lone Star Classic Steer and Heifer Show, that's the 17th and 18th. So, and I've never said it on the radio, but I have had it in conversation in downtown when I said, "Who says there's nothing going on around here?" When you talk to people, what's there to do around here? Nothing. There's always something to do. You just got to go find it. One of the things and I'm real hesitant on mentioning it, but we had an interview with the Lions Club some time ago about this project they worked so hard on, putting this splash pad together. And the splash pad is a wonderful way to cool off. And the boys and girls that are out enjoying that water and the good time, and we are fortunate to have something like that. Unfortunately, I've learned from a source that, would you believe, vandalism continues to cost the splash pad just about every time that thing is out of order. And this stuff is not cheap. Matter of fact, I was looking at some stuff one time. I was in Beeville. If you look at their city pool, they've got a neat slide there. There was another slide for, I mentioned Riadosa a while ago, but that was really neat up there. And I thought, if there would be some kind of way that we could kind of add on to the city pool in the park. And, we have these beautiful facilities, and unfortunately, we have some of our neighbors that don't understand that we have to take care of what we have. Because if we don't, it could go away or it could be shut down, and you wonder, this is why we don't have nice things. So if you know of anyone that is vandalizing our public property, neighbor, that is your money, that is our money that's being spent here to continue to fix stuff that folks continue to break. And so you need to know that. I I don't get controversial. I just don't. But you need to know that needs to be made aware that this is happening. And I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, it's like, hey, we're going to go out. We're going to go cool off. We're going to go play in the water. We're going to, whatever we do out there at the splash pad. Oh, this is fun. Let's break it. No, that's not. You don't break stuff. That's the way it did, because if you break stuff, how are we going to get newer, cooler stuff if we can't and don't take care of the things that we already have? I mean, it's pride back into your community. I mean, it's your city. Keep it clean. It just takes one person to start the trend, and I'm with you. I think that not only I'm talking on this particular program about Gonzales, but it goes for all of us, all of the communities across the county, from north to south, from east to west, and beyond. I mean, there are a lot of people that are working hard to take pride in their community. And there's others that don't. And there may be reasons why. I don't know what they are. And obviously now we don't have a lot of time to get into them. And that's not really what this show was designed about. But, I figure that I don't get really passionate on the radio much anymore, because standing here on the air puts a big old target on me. And if I say one thing to you, you may interpret it different than what I meant it. You may understand it head on. But I've sat on that information and that knowledge for a long time and haven't really talked about it. But I just got to thinking about it tonight. And since we had this time to visit with each other, I just wanted to pass it. It's not gossip if it's true, right? So I wanted to pass that information on to you, and maybe you can pass it on too. Not in a bad way, but saying, hey, look, here's a problem. Let's fix it. That's all we have to do. And if you had much passion about this community, and some of the stuff that I talked about, and say, yeah, we do have a lot of neat stuff around here. I know the city of Gonzales, they're looking for a tourism director right now. There's a bunch of job opportunities available on the City of Gonzales website. You go to gonzales.texas.gov, and under there go into residents, and they'll have job opportunities on there. And I can't believe that we made it through the whole show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of your day, and thank you for joining us this week on Guadalupe Valley Views. Email me. I'd love to hear your story ideas. news@sosintexbb.com. Thanks for joining us for Guadalupe Valley Views. I'm Egon Barthels, SoSyntex Radio News. Have a great weekend, friends.